to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. Open space at the 25. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
With the catch, it's Henderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Throwing right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Judkins. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Keeps looking downfield. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage. But they did a nice job containing it. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Fires into the end zone. And that pass kicked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Coming after it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Reeled it in and just made the house call. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Howard. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Judkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it. Got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Quarterback sneaks it ahead.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks or design.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gonna let it fly, and he intercepts it. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 21.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off and we'll get done.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Caught near the sideline, it's Ibuka. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab outside, it's Ibuka. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's complete. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. The Buckeyes will keep this drive going.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Back to pass, it's Howard. Getting some heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Caught over the middle, it's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this...
Open runway ahead. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
With the score now about 28, Ohio State 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Alabama pushing the tempo. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking for his man in the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires to the right. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably right, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Comes out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Finds a tight end. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another
interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
It's complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Ballard. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.